This is Finance Underground, my dad, and I'm Zach Chat. My latest video, I thought you had solve a Rubik's Cube. It's inverted. Yeah.
But today we're going to talk about bucket number 1 in the financial plan. You know what bucket number 1 is?
Planning.
Planning bucket. Okay, so
Because how do you start with everything? You make a plan.
that's right.
How do you start a war? You make a plan. It's good.
Very good.
It's a good one.
We're not going to start any wars, hopefully.
What do you mean there's our world war?
So, right, we're going to start with a plan. Okay, so the planning bucket, and it's also, this is the collection bucket. This is where all the money comes into, and we're going to make a plan, and then we're going to distribute it from this one bucket.
You gotta make sure this one doesn't have any holes in it.
Yeah, this bucket, the only hole in this bucket is the main one coming out according to the plan, right? So this is going to include 3 plans actually. We'll go through, talk about each one of the 3 plans that's in this bucket, and then we'll go through how the money is distributed and where the money physically lives. In our family, we, just for simplicity's sake, we use a single checking account for our
Family.
bucket number 1 and our monthly plan or our monthly budget. You could very easily take your planning and distribution bucket and have one checking account there, and then your money could go into your household budget and have a separate checking account just to kind of separate those out if you wanted to.
I think it's easier to have one big bucket, just to, rather than like here, there, here,
Just
there.
one thing less to keep track of.
Yeah.
The nice thing would be to separate the bucket. So when this money goes into the household budget, that's money you know you can spend. It's physically separate from the other. That would be the nice thing about it. But then you have 2 checking accounts that you have to keep track of. So it's a preference thing.
Yeah.
At that point. So plan number 1 in the planning bucket is your life plan. What are you trying to accomplish? What are you trying to accomplish with your money, Zach?
Become a millionaire? I don't know.
Yeah, you want to become a millionaire. That's a good goal.
Not be broke. Pay for
Not be
things.
broke. Be able to pay for things. Those are good goals.
Live a life.
Live a
full
nice
of
life.
fun.
Full of fun. A fully featured life. Good goals.
First class.
Yep, those are good goals. And so that's kind of what we want to establish. The first thing we want to establish is your life goals. When you get all this money, what are you going to do with it? You know, one of our big goals for Mom and I was we wanted to pay off our house. We just want to live in a debt-free house, right? We just want to have no debt.
Yeah.
No debt.
Just the
So
bills too.
that's been a goal that we've been able to accomplish, and it's pretty darn awesome, actually.
Yeah.
And so that's been nice. So first thing we want to do is we want to kind of decide what's the ultimate goal. Where are we trying to end up with this? And so if you're paying off your house, if you're building wealth.
The ultimate goal, kind of at the moment, but it's like, it's the long-term goal that once you accomplish it, you make another one.
Yeah, so good. Yeah. So a long-term goal. All right. Plan number 2 is your annual plan. And annual planning comes in because if you just do a budget or a monthly plan, you might miss your car insurance. And car insurance is like, bam, $1,000, right? And so you're going along on this really carefully designed budget, and all of a sudden, oh, I forgot about car insurance, $1,000, crashes your budget.
Yeah.
And that's kind of discouraging.
Yeah.
So you want to have an annual plan that makes sure that you're taking into account all of those things that you want to have money for when they show up. Let me show you. I've just developed a little spreadsheet for our family. Take a look at the spreadsheet. So here's a little spreadsheet just as an idea. And so how this works, Zach, is I've gone through and just put a little bit of money in for different things. So in January, we have really no major expenses that come due in January. So we just put a few dollars in there if we want to print a photo book from last year.
Yeah.
right? We want to put a photo book together and print a little photo book off for pictures from last year.
Yeah.
We have birthdays, Valentine's. We put a few dollars in for Valentine's candy and just minimal stuff like that. We could cash flow that, but this just helps us have something set aside so we can guilt-free buy candy.
On Valentine's Day. Yeah.
So we have birthdays, we have fees for our house, we have different things. Let's see, let's find a big, so the idea behind this spreadsheet is that you can just go through and this calculates at the bottom the monthly. So this shows us we need to save $90 a month to cover these expenses. And so if we save $90 a month throughout the year,
Then
when we get these expenses, then they're covered. And one thing I've actually done, because we use YNAB or You Need a Budget, I've actually pulled these out because you can set goals in YNAB. We used to have our car insurance that was a dollar amount in there, and so we had a lot more per month that we'd save.
Yeah.
But with YNAB, we can actually do a goal. And so I've bolded these and I've pulled them out of the spreadsheet. So we save $215 a month as a goal in YNAB. So we remember that YNAB pops up and says, hey, you need to save $215 a month. And it shows yellow if you don't accomplish that goal, if you don't put that money aside.
Yeah.
And so we've just pulled out some of the big ones, just some money. So we have a little bit set aside for some of these things.
Yeah.
Car insurance, Christmas, clothes money, for back to school money. So we have a little bit of money set aside that we can use. So that's our annual plan.
Yeah. All right. We're back.
What do you think? I
I
like
think-
spreadsheets.
I mean, sometimes it gets confusing looking at all the. Whoa, that's a lot of statistics.
Lots of numbers.
Yeah.
They're awesome. Okay, so annual plan, that leads us to our monthly plan. And a monthly plan, most of the people call it a budget. And it's your household budget. This is a predetermined amount of money that you set aside for your groceries and your gasoline and whatever expenses that you have throughout the month.
Yeah.
And we use YNAB to track that. And we did a video earlier on YNAB, how you use it a little bit, how you can reconcile with your bank account. So we'll put a link in the description for the video for YNAB. But that's your monthly budget. So you have your planning, your life plan, your annual plan, your monthly plan, and then how do you distribute this money from your checking account. So it's one physical checking account that all the money comes into, and then the money, we use the same checking account for YNAB, and YNAB tracks our monthly budget, and then the money goes, money that's predetermined to go into our financial plan, our life plan, starts to flow down that bucket. So we're number one, goes to bucket number 2, which is $1,000 cash.
So
To number 3, which is kill debt. Number
budget
4.
number 1 is pretty much a budget, in a way.
Yeah, it's your budget. It's your plan.
It's So you got your budget and everything paid, and then once you have that going steady, you go to bucket number 2,
Right on.
which is $1,000 savings.
$1,000 savings. So
How are you gonna save $1,000?
that's bucket number 1. 1 checking account, 3 plans.
So after you have your budget going steady and you start going in bucket number 2, the thing is, you keep doing that budget thing and you put away, even 10%? Just start.
Well, you have
putting it away.
$1,000. So anything that's not going to your monthly budget, you're pumping right into your
Yeah.
$1,000 to fill it up as fast as you can. So we'll have a video on that actually. We need to cover the home budget, which like I say, we covered a YNAB, kind of how to run YNAB, but your home budget is your own budget. But I think we're done with this video. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's a bit long.
Yeah.
14 minutes. Time
So-
flies when you're having fun.
Yeah.
Guys didn't even realize 15-minute video we get.
So just remember that your money is making someone rich. Let's make sure that it's you.
Yeah.
Because
Isn't
it's
that-
going to make
that's
somebody
your
rich.
motto thing, huh?
Yeah. Your money's making someone rich. Let's make sure that it's you. Get a grasp on bucket number 1. Do some planning, collection, and distribution.
Thank you to coming for To Finance Underground, which is accompanied by his son, Zachak. Adios.
Till next time.